Hello, and you're welcome back to Wendy's Space. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, you're welcome to Wendy's Space. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always stopping by. In today's video, we would be preparing assorted meat pepper soup. And as you can see before you is the assorted meat we'll be using for this pepper soup. So what I've got in here is some goat tripe and some goat's intestine. We've also got some beef tripe, beef intestine, and we'll be using the cow foot and also gizzard from chicken. So come along with me as we prepare our delicious and mouth-watering pepper soup. Grated pepper. So I've got my grated pepper here, which is nicely grated. I would also be adding in some bullion powder. Another ingredient we'll be using would be crayfish. However, this is also optional. In here, I've got a spice called Uda, and that's what we call it in Igbo language, which is my native language. I would also be putting in the description box alternative names for Uda, but it's known as Uda, and that's what most people know it as. I've also got here Uziza, also known as black pepper in English. And here is another spice I'll be incorporating into the pepper soup, and this is called Ehu, also known as nutmeg in English. The last but not the least ingredient I'll be adding into my pepper soup is the scent leaf. So for pepper soup, you could either use scent leaf, basil leaf, or utazi, which is quite bitter and it gives a really nice flavor. So it's time to start to prepare our pepper soup, and I've got the meat put on the cooking hob. So what I'm going to be doing is to add in all the ingredients which I've just shown you earlier, except the scent leaf. The scent leaf will come when the meat is already nice and soft. That's my pepper. What is pepper soup without pepper, guys? And last but not the least, I'll be going in with my bullion powder. I'll stir this with my cooking spoon just to incorporate the seasoning into every part of the assorted meat. And then I'll be covering this. The best way to have a very tasty and yummy pepper soup is to allow it produce its own water and steam up with the ingredients inside it. Now, you could also add crayfish for those who do not have any form of allergies. However, if you've got allergies to crayfish, you could leave that aside. I would also be adding crayfish to this ingredient later on in the cooking process. So I'm going to turn on the hob now, and I'll be cooking on low heat for about 30 minutes. 30 minutes later, I'll come back and let you know how things are going. So guys, this is exactly 30 minutes later, and I'm just going to show you what the pepper soup looks like. And I haven't added water to this pepper soup, so it's the meat that has produced its own water, and it helps to improve the taste of the pepper soup. So the next thing to do is to add in some crayfish. So I'll be putting in my crayfish, and then I'll stir it in just so it incorporates nicely into the pepper soup. And then I'll be adding in 3 cups of water into this pepper soup, because usually your pepper soup would have more water in it than the meat, so that while you're taking the pepper soup, you're having water and meat together. That's what makes the pepper soup. So the major ingredients for pepper soup is the protein you're using in and the water. So I have stirred this together, and that's what it looks like at the moment. And the last but not the least ingredient I'll be putting in now before I continue the cooking process is the scent leaf, also called nchon in Igbo language. So this is dried scent leaf that I have in here, and I'm just also going to incorporate it nicely. So I would suggest to use scent leaf because it has a very nice aroma that it gives to your pepper soup. So having incorporated all of this, I'm going to allow it to boil for another 15 minutes to 20 minutes, and then our pepper soup would be ready. So guys, this is 20 minutes later, and my pepper soup is boiling nicely in its juice. I'm just going to stir it for the last time. And that's it, guys. Our pepper soup is ready. Take a look at this beautiful, delicious pepper soup. If this is your first time stopping by my page or my channel, you're welcome to Wendy's Space. Here we do a lot of cooking and we share a lot of recipes, and we make mouth-watering dishes here on this page and on this channel as well. If you're an OG, thank you so much for always stopping by. Thank you for all your support. And until next time, guys, I love you all. Bye.